Yo, what's going on, everybody? Cyril here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have some huge news revolving around Vanellope. Now, yesterday, Disney Dreamlight Valley started a little thread over on Twitter that said, what are you most excited to see when Vanellope races into the valley this summer? And then they gave us 3 options. Now, I don't think they're really asking us what we would like to see. I mean, whenever they post something, they are usually confirming it 100% because they usually don't post something or reply to a comment unless it's 100% facts and it's also something coming up. And that leaves me to the release date of this update. They're getting a little more active with this, and they hit us with this big information here that her race car is coming to the game. So we do know that they usually release updates on Wednesdays. And I've been saying this for a while in my Discord. I'm almost positive that this update is going to release next week on the 12th. That would be right in the middle of July. And that would give us enough time between this update and for them to finish polishing up the September update, which is going to have Belle. We have Beast that's been in the files. It has a new realm. We know September is going to be a massive update and it could potentially go free to play. So back on this update, I'm almost positive it's going to be releasing on the 12th. I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling. So that's the release date that I think they're having. And then I think the rest of this week, we're going to get more and more information about this. But what we do know for sure is her home is coming, her friendship quest, and her race car is coming. Now, whenever they talked about Belle and the map, they actually, like the roadmap, they actually showed that she had a realm coming, but they have not mentioned anything like that with this update. So I do not believe that we are getting a Wreck-It Ralph realm. I do think it's possible for us to get Wreck-It Ralph, but I'm not sure if we're going to see a realm with this one. Now, I'm obviously excited for her friendship quest. Her home is very nice. But her race car, that's what's interesting, because are we going to be able to drive it around? I don't know. This game seems to have some limits, but they did say the second half of this year they were going to go big. So it's possible that maybe if you have Vanellope, maybe she could just like drive around herself. Maybe our character can get an option wherever you're trying to sprint instead of gliding. Maybe you hop in the car and you can kind of drive it a little bit. I could see them doing something like that, like an animation. But it's probably like a level 10 friendship quest, kind of like the Lightning McQueen bed, but it's her car, so you can place it down. You can park it somewhere. You can put it by her house, or on the roadmap 2, we're forgetting one thing. They said flex your creativity with a new feature and win in-game prizes. Now, this could be something completely unrelated to her car, but I just got to think, like, what do they mean by flex your creativity with a new feature? So obviously it's not like decorating furniture or anything. So at one point I thought maybe it was like you had to go and decorate her car. But what if we can like piece together our own like candy vehicle or something? That would be super cool. It might be a little far out there, but I don't know what new feature they would be adding in this summer update. And then they have and win in-game prizes. So is this just another one of those like little events that they have where you have to design something and then you have to share it on Instagram and on Twitter and all that, and you might win some prize? Or is it an in-game prize? I'm really not too sure. But I do know that I'm super excited for this. So let's go ahead and see what you guys think is going on in the comment section and see if Dreamlight Valley replied to anything with any more information. All right, so the top one here is I'm really curious to see what the outside of her home is going to look like. I have a couple areas set aside in different biomes, but the look of her house will determine where I place her. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. They never like directly come up, like actually reply something unless it's something they want to confirm. So yeah, most of the replies is just a bunch of hearts. So all of above, her friendship quest, friendship quest. So it looks like everyone is really excited for those. Vanellope, just in general, I'm all already for it. Love the excitement. So they actually replied to a ton of comments, even though it was like the same thing, which is kind of rare for them because they usually don't reply unless we're getting super close to an update. I think we can all say that, right? When is that being released? Just curious. We'll announce more soon, so stay tuned. And then they got the eye emoji. You know what that means. We're going to get an announcement pretty soon. It's going to be releasing next Wednesday, I'm telling you. seeing Ralph interact with her, they actually replied to this one, which is interesting because I think they would have ignored that if Ralph wasn't coming to the game. And then I gotta say, I'm not trying to sound whatever, but I did have the most hearts on this thread again, and they have never replied to me. I always like to put something out there and then another little something for Dreamlight Valley to nibble on and maybe get us some information, because I was curious if they would give us like some candy trees in her friendship quest, and they didn't reply to me, of course. They never do. Her home, it looks like I need to decorate a candy biome with a sweet house and candy pathing. Now we just need candy trees. So I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't look like we're getting candy trees. That or they just don't reply to me because they hate me since I do so much time skipping. That could be it. And yeah. Oh, this is actually something interesting. So is she going to glitch through our valley? Because I need her to. I see this so much. So many people want her to be able to like glitch around, and I'm all for it as well. So if they added something like that, it would just be a really nice touch to see her like glitching as she's roaming around the valley. Or maybe she starts glitching and you can turn it off if you wanted. Other than that, they really haven't given us any other information other than like promoting the premium shop. That's what we have here. And then oh, they did ask this question to us the other night. You heard her. Sound off below with your biggest Dreamlight Valley dreams for the second half of 2023. So let's see the ones they replied to. For Rapunzel, Eugene, Tiana, and Naveen to come to the valley. Like, why do we have Gothel but not Rapunzel and Eugene? And I'd love for Tiana to open another restaurant so I can put Remy and Tiana's next to each other for a big restaurant street. Thank you all for the great suggestions. They wrote it down. So even if they don't have it in the works, it sounds like they're actually interested in this. And I would be excited for that. One thing that I felt was lacking, I was really thinking this when I was playing on my save the other night, was we have Remy's restaurant and we have Scrooge's store. And even though we have a ton of characters, the game still feels a little empty. There's really not much activity beyond just your characters roaming around and then saying the same lines over and over. I would like it to feel more like a city, more like a valley, have more shops, like Minnie needs her own flower shop. We need just more interaction with our characters rather than them asking us for some quests and then we're done with them for good. Like, how often do you ever see Ariel and talk to her, or Elsa? Like, do you ever really go across Elsa and talk to her very often? No. Like, we need more shops. We need more characters having a reason to be on the valley other than just living there. That's my opinion. Besides getting back my egg bushes that disappeared, visiting friends. Hey Claire, the egg bushes were only intended to be in the valley for a limited time during the Easter event. I kind of figured that's how it would be. But you would think since there's still some recipes that they would have just left the eggs in there. I know they were left for a while, but it was like completely bugged out. Alice in Wonderland and Biome would be so fun. On birthday parties every day and painting roses. Great idea. Ooh, painted roses would be very nice. I know everybody would love Alice in Wonderland. Probably coming at some point. I mean, you have to have Alice in a Disney game. Like, you just have to. And for the love of God, give us more biomes. Duly noted. Which, it's coming, guys. I'm pretty sure September we're going to get a new biome or more hints towards the next one. Please, 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 a mini pixie hollow bind. Like, we have to go into a tree or something. That would be very interesting. So everybody has some really, really great ideas. And it looks like they replied to just about every single one. Except, okay, no, yeah. They replied pretty much to everyone. And most of them looks like they're just automated. Like, they copy and pasted. But if they're actually listening to the community, then that would be very, very nice. Again, am I the only one they didn't reply to? They asked what we were like. Okay, so they didn't reply to every single one of them. But again, they didn't reply to mine. And I commented on this like pretty soon as they posted it. So they asked like what our dreams are for this game of this year. Obviously multiplayer, and I said hoping it's not limited, because I really hope that multiplayer is something more than just being able to like visit your friends' biomes but not really interact with it. I was hoping they'd give us something, but nothing. No, you have to pay 8,000 moonstones for multiplayer. So again, we have never been replied to, which is wild. We got 91 likes, but I guess that's not enough. Anyways, I guess we're gonna end it there because it seems like we have a good next week. Like I'm calling it. And if I'm wrong, you guys can let me know about it. But I would try and open up your calendar for next Wednesday if I were you guys. And if that's the case, we will definitely be live streaming the second the update goes live, just like last time. And then after that, I'll make some videos. I'm hoping we get a little more interaction in this and a little more questing with some confusing quests, because those are always more fun than just go, hey, pick 10 flowers. So look for some upcoming guides with the next update. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.